Recording.
It is pushed.
Right.
This is in frame because I can't see.
Yep.
Off you go, guys.
Hi, can you tell us your name and what's the name of your business?
Sure, my name's Rachel Staggs from SRS Coaching and Consulting.
Okay, and what is SRS Coaching and Consulting, Rachel?
Great question. It's a marketing business purely for financial advisors. So it educates and it assists advisors market their business.
Okay, so what's a bit of your background and how did SRS Coaching and Consulting come about?
Well, I suppose you'd love me to say that I always wanted to have my own business, and that's not really the case. I've got a background in marketing and leadership, and back in 2009, I'm a constant educator, and I was doing a marketing course and a coaching course, and I thought, you know what, this is so right for financial advisors. So the next day I went out and I niched with just advisors. I got a couple of clients, loved it, and have never looked back.
So going back before then, was there anything in particular that you wanted to do when you were growing up? Was there a sliding door moment where you might have gone down another path?
Oh, so many sliding door moments in my life.
Okay.
So initially I wanted to be an air traffic controller. So when I was growing up, my dad travelled overseas a lot. And in those days, you could go to the airport and you could stand and watch the planes come in, you know, actually stand outside. And I was fascinated with airports and how aeroplanes worked. But then growing up a bit later, you know, I'm a girl, we love dancing, so I thought I'd be a choreographer.
Something like that?
Yeah, something like
Keep
that.
going.
And then, now I'm doing my job, but eventually I'd like to be a lollipop lady. So I'm seeing a bit of a theme of what I wanted to do, controlling traffic, to being a lollipop lady and controlling traffic when I'm older.
Okay, so you've got your past, present and future careers all sorted, Rachel?
Absolutely, I do.
So remembering back again, can you remember actually what your first job was?
My first job was delivering newspapers in the UK when I was growing up. I think I was about 15, and I used to deliver the Friday night paper. And then when I was about 16...
Which paper, Rachel?
Oh, it was called the Solihull Times or the Solihull News.
So a very well-known publication.
Oh, not really. It's from a small town.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then when I was 16, I thought I need to go and get some more money. And I went and walked around all the local shops with my resume asking for a job. And I was very lucky I got a job in a music store. So that meant that all the way through my teens, I knew all the latest hits, all the latest records. I loved it. It was great.
So that was in England. When did you move to Australia then?
I moved to Australia in 1989.
And what were those circumstances? You just wanted to...
Why not? Someone said, do you want to go to Australia? And I said, why not? And I can remember we arrived in Perth. It was Australia Day, 1989. And can you imagine coming from the UK in winter and arriving in Perth, blue sky? It was like, tick, yeah, this will do.
All right, so you've never looked back?
Never looked back.
So looking forward, what do you see in the future, both professionally and for you?
I think that's $1 million question, isn't it? I think professionally, my business has just grown all the time, every year. So I see that continuing on because of the help I'm able to give advisors. I think the world of advice is very interesting. There's a lot of choices in the world now. You know, the other day I went to the bread shop to buy some Turkish bread. There were 6 choices for Turkish bread. We are given so many choices in the world that we need experts, not that we need experts with our bread purchase, but we need experts to help us make the right decisions.
Right, well I can see that clear metaphor for the financial services sector. Is that partly what SRS Coaching and Consulting is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. It's helping them stand out. It's helping them articulate their value and helping them do the right things with their clients in terms of communicating the care and the love that they have.
Have you got a bucket list, a few boxes you haven't ticked?
Oh, so many boxes. Went to Nepal many years ago before we had the children and always said that we would go back to Nepal with the children, so that's definitely on my bucket list. Dying to go to Switzerland. I don't know what it is about Switzerland, just want to go there. Desperate to do some volunteer work as well, so when the kids are older, I'd like to do some more foster work. That just goes back to my upbringing, and that's all I can think about.
Well, that's fantastic, Rachel. And finally, we know you're a very spontaneous person, so tell us, what's the last crazy thing you did?
The last crazy thing I did? What was the last crazy thing I did, Peter? What was the last crazy thing I did? I can't remember.
Well,
I probably can't share that. I dyed my hair brown last week.
Congratulations, that's pretty crazy. You look great today. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Peter. I couldn't think of anything crazy I've done. Does that mean my life is boring?